Storm and Norm Duke.
He looked invincible in that game. He looked very good in practice, man. He was striking from everywhere in practice. From outside, he tried there and was striking. And immediately, as soon as you miss the pocket, up jumps the 6-7-10.
Is that just less ball speed there coming out of the long break?
Well, the ball speed was down a little bit, but he doesn't throw real hard to begin with.
That's the reality of the professional game on television. 1 minute, you're shooting 279, last 8 crowds behind you, everything is easy, and then you start another match and you're staring at a guy like Norm Duke and you open in the first frame.
Duke, who takes a full approach, snaps that 10-pin out of there. Duke with the heels hanging on. Now watch the left foot, Dan. It will go back. Now he starts, and it's 6 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the pivot step right there. The nice high backswing. He's going to drive through with a lot of power. Again, on balance at the line. All 3 players.
Tremendous hand action. Really snaps through that bowling ball. So Norm Duke comes out. Let Steve Jaros know that he is lined up as well on this pair of lanes.
He really likes the left lane tip.
Probably has a little hold, a little swing, and a little in between.
He's got a little more ball speed than Steve right now.
More lock, a little more hook. Solid 9 was there for a moment and then disappeared.
Head pin had to come off the wall to get that one, Denny. Big shot coming up for Steve right now. I mean, Duke is lined up. Steve Jaros, you know, obviously was lined up the whole first game, but he's got to figure out whether that was the lane or himself on this left lane.
I think just a little more ball speed.
I think he'll move another board left. I really do.
Okay. Same target?
Same target. Whatever he did was perfect. I think he moved the board, though. It really looked like it to me. Playing right around the 3rd arrow. Nice slide. Boy, you come around that ball nice. Yeah, it looked like he moved just a hair deeper. Whatever it was, a perfect adjustment, all 10 in the pit. Duke better keep striking.
Light hip shaker on the right-hand lane. As Karen. Nice view of Norm's wife, Karen. Yeah. Beautiful young lady on hand to watch the proceedings tonight. She looked a little nervous before this one started.
Well, did you notice when they came over holding hands together? It's a joint venture right here. They're both in this together.
Another great shot on the left-hand lane. Norm Duke means business here this evening. He averaged 249.3. What did they have up the last time?
I don't know. Maybe they just like her so much they want to put her up all the time.
Oh, all right. I think maybe they had the wrong graphic the last time.
Okay.
Goes to show you what we know. Oh, it said it was Ryan Schaefer's fiancée. He's going to be in big trouble. This time the 10-pin won't fall.
He was snapping it out that first game. A little bit more room this time. You see, whipped that ball up with one hand. Picked it up like it was a 10-pound ball there. I'll tell you what. Strong young man.
All right, cross lane. No problem with the spare. We'll have a championship a little bit later on here in bowling, but we've got a double championship coming your way tonight on Top Rank Boxing. A couple of welterweight championship fights. And I know you'll be watching those, Michael. As big a boxing fan as you are, that all comes your way as soon as we're done live from Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Daryl Tyson, he's no relation to Mike, is he?
I couldn't tell you that. Bernstein will know. We'll call him during the break.
Okay. Steve trips out that 4. Norm Duke. Sizable 32-pin lead right now, wants to increase it. And Norm is an excellent match game player, has been since he was a teenager. He knows how to put opponents away.
That ball really came off his hand beautifully.
Yeah, that was clean all the way.
No jinxing here, but Norm Duke was the only player to shoot 300 in this tournament this week. He did so in game number 5 of qualifying round number 2.
And of course, we got close last week. We had the first 9 last week by Roger Bowker in the semifinal match.
Boys are flirting with another perfect game.
He blow that air out just before he's ready to throw.
That one just was fitted in there so nicely. That was as good a strike as you're ever going to see anywhere, anytime. When we come back, will he be able to throw 6 more? That's what we'll find out.
Saturday, a bowl-bound bonanza. Weekly in the Wolverines battle Wisconsin. Braves and the Orangemen take on West Virginia, and Arizona's defense tackles UCLA live on ESPN.
While we were away, Steve Jaros continued his excellent bowling on the right lane. This was for a double. Then he went to the left lane, and this is not a replay, but sure looks like it, doesn't it? And then Norm Duke just keeps it going. This is for 7, folks. And back live.
8 in a row. You bet.
Just striking.
Norm Duke with the first 8. He'll have a pop, I have a feeling, because as you accurately described, Michael, he loves the left-hand lane. If he gets a strike in the ninth, he's got a real pop.
Oh, he has a real pop. Of course, so did Roger Bowker last week. He loved that right lane last week and was able to do it. So Norm Duke, though, is a very confident young man.
Another premium shot by Steve Jaros, but this is going to be too little, too late.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. The match is not over yet, but Jaros may be in the position that Mike Shady was in last game, that he can bowl 258 and lose. If he strikes here, he still gets Duke's attention. Duke would have to mark the last 2 frames in order to lock him out.
Both Ryan Schaefer and Walter Ray Williams Jr. are watching this one as well.
Wow, we've seen that before, haven't we?
Twice now. Shady left one in a pivotal position, and now Steve Jaros has a solid 9.
He got it off the wall earlier in this match.
That's right. Headpin did the job. That's tough on you to throw it that well and ended up with a solid 9 pin.
Well, that's one of the results of these power bowling balls now, Dan. And the light pins, they just drive through. And we're going to find out whether you accurately predicted this back in the 5th frame. Talk about a guy wired, I'll tell you what. And Duke loves this with the crowd. When the crowd starts yelling, Duke, Duke, like that, he plays off. It just feeds to him.
PBA will award $10,000 extra for a perfect game.
Just a little quick with the feet that time, but
all Jaros can do is say congratulations. A brilliant opening game by Norm Duke, who I think you're right, Mike, just zipped that maybe a mile an hour, maybe a half a mile an hour faster than he had been on that lane.
Yeah, it looked like he got into the oil a little bit earlier and then finished hard at the back end that these reactive balls are supposed to do, but it's 10 for 6 right around the 10. commissioner says, "See, I'm sorry, I don't have to give you that 10,000."
That's right. He was checking, Mike. Do you have that check in your pocket? And well, maybe next game.
Well, he's wired. It could happen. He got some big scores on this telecast.
We're not kidding. Well, we hate to be redundant here at Taylor Lanes in Taylor, Michigan, but we've had a pair of 279s. One with a victory in the opening game, one with a victory in game number 2. So Steve Jaros now knows what Mike Shady felt like about 20 minutes ago.
Right.
Solid performance this week by Steve Jaros, who is going to bowl a beautiful game and lose. And don't forget, coming up this weekend, boys are playing my favorite golf course in the United States, the Olympic Club in San Francisco, the Tour Championship. Paul Azinger, the defending champion, and many say he might come back and win a second time. It all comes your way Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on ESPN. Are we on? That's what I thought. We're still here, and it's a strike for 237. Just kind of wondering where we're going one way or another. 279. And now it's 236 for Steve Jaros. Well, you and I are jarred. We've seen so many strikes, Mike. We're not sure whether we're here or there. When we come back, that man right there, we'll talk to